GM, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Victor. I think many of you already know me. If no, it's a big pleasure to meet you. Today, yeah, I'm speaking out of this profile and also as myself as a co-host, just so you know who am I. And so that also my dear friends and reply guys could join us as well. I appreciate you all. Thank you for joining us on time. Make sure to go to the bottom right corner, retweet the room, drop a like, and invite a couple of friends. Tell them that this space is happening. And this is actually very important. Today we're going to talk together with FIVA. And first of all, I want to say hello and welcome. And if you don't mind, would you introduce yourself? Who is behind the profile picture today?
JM, uh, awesome day today. I'm Andrew, CEO of FIVA, and it is a pleasure to be here, guys, and to ask your questions and to introduce ourselves to the community. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, Andrew, and it's a big pleasure to have you. So, I think first of all, it's important to tell people why are we here in the first place. But before I go into it, let me quickly pin at the top of the room for you guys the official announcement for the space that we had so that you could actually go and grab yourself an SBT. I'm gonna speak about it a little later, but I'm just gonna leave it as the first post. So just that you know, okay? It's important. And please interact with it too. Drop it a couple likes and retweets. But hear a little bit about the what is actually happening and what is FIVA doing. I think it's best if you briefly explain to us how did we got here and what are you building.
Sure. So we the finalist of the last Ton hackathon, and what we are building, we bring in tokenization of yield to the ecosystem, and basically to the users, we promise to unlock the potential of your future money gains today, and it is like three use cases: fixed yield, uh, liquidity providing without impermanent loss, and yield speculation. Yeah, this is what we are doing here, basically.
This is very cool. I mean, I don't know as much about this technical side of things, and I know that there's many community members that are exploring DeFi, and I wanted to ask you, how does it work? Is it your own Telegram mini app that you have, or how's it works for users?
Yeah, basically we are DeFi protocol. So if you're familiar with EVA, StoneFi did us. So yeah, we will have a web application and a Telegram mini app. We already have MVP on the testnet. Yeah, so it is how it looks like. And what we are, in simple words, we will just allow users to earn more money, so and better yield in our protocol.
Would you mind sharing with us a little bit about the yields also that get to be accessible to people? I think it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, sure. So basically, now you have liquidity staking protocols like Tonstakers, BMO, awesome guys, and they offering you to stake Ton, but this yield APY is changing always. And what we are providing, we're providing the technical solution to fix your yield, and basically always usually it is like a higher yield also, and also with some incentives, and yeah, it is our the main use case. And how we do it by tokenizing it. So we create a digital token that represents the future yield, and now you can trade it like an asset. Yeah.
Wow, okay. I know very little. It's complicated for me, so I will just move with the questions along. It's I think it's type of a product that you need to give a try. Speaking also of incentives that you mentioned, what type of incentives are we talking about? Like, is it going to be like sort of invite based or participation based? What is it going to be like?
Sure. Yeah, we are planning to introduce you to our point system. Yeah, so you will be able to earn points in our protocol by completing some task and providing the liquidity on the testnet, trying to swap the tokens and do all this amazing stuff. And later, it will be converted to the our token, yes, until the TG. So it is really the best way to align our incentives with our community, with the investors. So we are all in one page, yeah, here.
This is very interesting. I also wanted to ask you about the community role and community participation and everything that you're building. Like, is there a particular way for them, let's say, to give a feedback, ideas, are they welcomed, and what do you think overall of, community sharing their thoughts of how to improve the products?
Yeah, answering the questions, definitely yes. We have a Telegram uh, channel and group, so you can join and just try our app, give us your feedback, and we will definitely use it in the development. And basically, we are start from the community. Yeah, we are winners of the Warsaw Bootcamp, and we just met there and the community. We saw the hype, and yeah, now we have the protocol, so we are really in close connection with the community and we're building for them. Yes, so that's why really appreciate your feedback and just join our Telegram channel and share your thoughts on this.
This is absolutely amazing. And yeah, it's so great that you've actually built something in such a short period of time because that was quite recently. That's not a long time. And speaking of that, I wanted to ask you, how long you think would it take you to get the alpha version? As you mentioned before, you're in the beta mode right now, right? So how long is it gonna take to what are your expectations to move to the next stage?
Sure, yeah, we have MVP on the testnet and our mainnet launch planned for the Q1 2025 because yeah, a lot of stuff should be improved. Also, you want to pass the audit, but yeah, if you want a precise date, so it is Q1 2025. We aiming at the beginning, yeah, at the January 1st.
Okay, this is very cool, and thank you for sharing this, first of all. I wanted to appreciate you. And also, speaking of the team, because I was curious to learn a little bit about how many people you have working on the project in total, and if you don't mind sharing with us a little bit about them and their past experiences as well.
Sure, sure, of course. We have awesome team, a lot of software engineers, and also we have some on the space here. So the team consists of 8 people, and yeah, I guess uh, 5 of them are software engineers. Yeah, so and I think maybe if we can add and give a voice to the Alec, he's here, and also Dominic, they can introduce themselves. What do you think about this one?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've actually seen Dominic requesting before, but I didn't know that this is the right Dominic. So
Yeah.
if they could request, I can bring them up. Oh yeah, I see Dominic. I can invite him. Let's go. But yeah, guys, just request the mic if you're in the room. I would be happy if you join us on stage as well. And yeah, it's just, it's always cool to hear about the people experience that they already had and then understand what kind of scale and products they've already developed to and how much they work together. So I'm eager to know a little bit more about you guys. And Dominic, join us on stage. And FIVA, please go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I will start by introducing myself. Yeah, I'm Andrew, and I'm from the traditional finance. And basically, yeah, I'm working for banks and doing and calculating risk there. I saw a lot of inefficiencies in the bank system. That's why I moved over DeFi, yes, and building the protocol here. Yeah, it is about myself. So I'm just building the models for the banks, and I want to improve the finance system. That's why I moved to the DeFi. But yeah, I think we can give a mic to the Dominic and also Alec. If you're here, please join us on the stage because it is our CTO with 15 years of experience in the IT. So he's awesome guy.
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone, guys. Maybe Alec will join later. I will start. So, I'm Dominic, as you can see, and to be honest, I'm really thrilled to be a part of the FIVA team, which wouldn't have happened if we haven't met with Andre in the last year on some Web3 hackathon in Warsaw. I remember that we were discussing about this kind of protocol then, so the idea has been growing for such time. In the project, I was responsible for building the front end part of our application. Me and Phil, which is probably here with us. We are some kind of front end team of the FIVA, and there is also Alina with us, who is a designer with proficiency in a DeFi interfaces. So it looks like that. And about my background, briefly, for several years I was in web development as full stack developer in the telecommunication industry. Uh, I'm an enthusiast of Web three. I've taken part in a few of Web three hackathons and also written an engineering thesis on the blockchain use cases in a medicine, which was super boring, but DeFi is much more interesting. So that's about me.
Awesome. And Victor, can you add Alec? He said that he sent you a
Alec,
request.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I see. I see. Okay, here we go. I wanted just to ask you to be sure about his username or name here, but
Yeah, yeah.
thank you.
Alec.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we have Alec here.
Yeah, hello guys. My name is Oleg. I'm CTO at FIVA. So, couple of words about myself. Yeah, I have around 15 years in IT, and last 4 years I was involved in building couple of big protocols at EVM blockchains. But maybe 6 months ago, I read white paper about Ton and dig into the technical solution, and I was impressed by this like design. It's super cool. I mean, very cool from the engineering point of view, and I think it will bring a lot of scale, and it will solve this problem of existing blockchains. So I decided to start building a Ton, and yeah, we met with guys at Hackathon and decided to build this protocol. And couple of words about this protocol. It's very important. Maybe it's hard to understand from the first side, but in reality, it's like necessary primitive for um, kind of efficient, more efficient fund allocation. So basically, big players, medium players, and maybe small players will be able to more precisely handle their profits from the tokens. So, and I think it's very important, and it will allow a lot of users to basically use Ton blockchain and DeFi at Ton more efficiently.
That is very interesting, and thank you for breaking that down for us as well. I appreciate you guys for joining us today. And I wanted to ask you a little bit also about how your team met. You've mentioned that you've met guys at the hackathon itself, and from there decided to build something together. Could you share with us like this journey, the team formation, and like how did we got here?
Yeah, it is really interesting story. So basically, uh, we went to the Warsaw Bootcamp with the idea. We met there, but not the team that we have right now. Yeah, I was there, and we built the idea, pitch it to the community. We saw the hype. We won the second place, and yeah, after that, I started to collect the missing specialists. Yeah, I met Alec. They built an awesome solution also on the bootcamp, and I know that they are really good technical guys. Also, I knew Dominic. I also met Alina there, the awesome designer who helping to make it things beautiful. Yeah, and it is how it works. So basically, this bootcamp, it was the birthplace of our team, and then we expanded, and now we have all people that are needed to succeed. Yeah.
Let's go. The one thing I can add here is that going to those boot camps really makes sense. It's incredible story of how you've been able to form a team just from going to one of those events that Sun Society organizing. I'm absolutely fascinated. Sorry, please go ahead, Theo.
Yeah, and just to add that really we appreciate the opportunities by Tone Foundation, and because I met a lot of awesome people there. Also, some yes investors and needed uh, networking connections. Yeah, we met a lot of yes representative of Tons Foundation. We now in the contact to help us. Yeah, and maybe with some partnerships. But yeah, it was awesome experience. So yeah, guys, definitely if you have something around, just go there, build, meet people, communicate, and you see how it goes. Now we are building the really fascinated project, yeah, together.
This is a great story. And I also was in the Warsaw actually at event. You may have seen me. And it's absolutely great energy. I think those opportunities all across the globe are absolutely worth your time, guys. Everyone in the audience, if you haven't participated before, look out for more. We constantly host some events. There is also a lot of events. We have an ambassadors Ton Syndicate program, and they are hosting ton breakfast and a couple other side events happening all across the globe. And many are actually right now doing in Nigeria. There is, the expansion across all the regions in the Europe. It's been so cool to witness this growth, and I'm absolutely fascinated to hear the results that it brings and how meaningful it is for people in terms of meeting each other and being able to develop upon their ideas. This is what those events are for, and I'm just happy that we are here today. I wanted to ask you, going into the future, like what people can expect post launch of your main product on the mainnet.
Yeah, we have a lot of plans to be honest. Basically, the vision is just to bring the instrument, financial instrument that before was available only for the bankers and for big institutions, just to the community. But from the practical point of view, now the points are really hyping in tone. Yeah, BMO introduced points, EVA farming points. So we also want to create some opportunity to give more point to our users. Yes, we also discussing that with these protocols. So yeah, a lot of things will be going there.
By the way, I really wanted to ask you about the point system as well, if you don't mind elaborate a little bit more detailed on this topic, if you can, of course.
You mean ours, or how we plan to just use other protocols points to help them to earn these points? Yeah.
I think both at this point, to be honest, since you mentioned.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, let's start from the most fascinating ones of from the existing protocols points that you can farm and earn on EVA on BIMA, and definitely will be more. So basically, yeah, just one caveat here. Our aspiration is Pendle. Yes, it is in Ethereum, and it is like ninth biggest protocol with like 3 billion of TVL. And basically, idea is that we help to attract people to their EVA point system or to the BIVA point system, and we have the agreement with them that they receive some particular multiplier, but it is far away. So, but it is the idea. You just receive more points by using our protocol in the future. But if you're talking about our point system, yeah, we will launch it probably. Just give you some orientation. It will be October or November this year. So just follow us. So you can earn point system, just points in our testnet application and our application, completing some task, also referral program, and then it will be converted to our token. Yeah, after TG.
Okay, so there is another sort of airdrop farming, starting from points up to the point of TG.
Yeah, and if I can add something from a front end part of the team, I can say that we have plans to not only make a point system for community, but we want to also um, teach people and make them learning our protocol and how to use using to it the points. So it's another use case of points to enable users to getting more about our protocol, which will be beneficial not only for us but mainly for the users.
By the way, I wanted to ask you also, how do you overcome the challenges of simplifying the UI for the users? Like, how do you work on that if you don't mind me asking? Because, it's sometimes
Mhm.
very challenging for the average person to interact with the complex DeFi products. So, yeah, just eager to learn a little bit more. How do you overcome these challenges of simplifying it?
Yeah, that's true. And to be honest, it's one of the most difficult things for us right now. Uh, Honestly, we've observed that a lot of DeFi protocols and not only DeFi, just crypto applications um, has not user friendly interfaces, and the applications requires from user that his or her is technical guy, but in the most cases it doesn't work like that. So um, for us, it's really important to create as easy to use and also understand interface as we can. And I think that I'm pretty sure that we'll achieve it with uh, deeply uh, with a deep analysis and UI UX things which will be provided by our awesome Alina designer and also us as a user. So our approach is to uh, make it usable and easy to use for people who are not specifically familiar with DeFi and who know how to invest in crypto, how to use crypto. But we want them also to know exactly how they can earn from our protocol and how it could be beneficial for them.
Yeah,
This is
maybe I
very
will
interesting. Go ahead.
will add just some just shortly speaking. Yeah, basically main focus just to provide user a car, and you shouldn't know how the engine work if you want to drive the car. Yeah, so
I really
it is
love that
our
analogy,
approach.
honestly. Sorry
Yeah,
for the
so
start.
basically yeah, so it is our idea just to give users free use cases and take all the technical stuff in the business logic in the smart contract, and for the advanced users, of course, they can just go through the transactions and track it. So basically, yes, it is. And also the second point, we learn from the mistakes of other protocols because it is not the new concept. Pendle exists like I guess 3 years already, and they changed the UI UX. So we will use the best practice from there. Yeah.
By the way, would you mind also sharing a little bit what is Pendle?
Okay, yeah, it is just my big inspiration. So basically, it is the protocol in Ethereum, and they come up with this idea of yield tokenization and how to do it properly in the crypto, because in the traditional finance, you have like the bank interest rate, and it is one of the most important rates, and you have a lot of instruments like they call it derivatives, how you can play or hedge or just speculate on this interest rate, but it was not implemented in the crypto. And these guys from Pendle, they came up with the idea and bring it and prove that it works and that community need it, and they just reach billions of tvl. That is why, yeah, it is Pendle. And yeah, we really inspired by the guys, and but we want to bring it on Tone because it is more scalable solution. Yes, and we want to make it more user friendly. Yeah, basically it is our idea.
Well, that's a great plan and great inspiration. If you don't mind me also asking a little bit here, are you like, what are your thoughts of the success of such an instrument, of such a tool, in TonDeFi ecosystem? Like, what is the potential for growth? How do you look at that?
Yeah, sure. Basically at Tone right now you have $400 million locked in the liquidity staking protocols. So basically, yeah, if you provide the money to the Tone stakers on BMO, you just have a token and you lock it. Yeah, and you have no use cases. You can just provide it for some dexes and earn swap fees. But we are creating the next step, like market for these 400 millions that lays in their users, investors' wallets. Yeah. So basically, it is the size of the market right now, but it already grew like, I guess, like twice or even more from the beginning of this year. So it is just growing market, and now it is like 400 million TVL. Yeah.
Okay, this is very interesting. Yeah. It's very cool that you're building this. I wanted to ask you, are you sort of the first of its kind in Ton ecosystem? Because it's a little bit different from what EVA protocol is, for example, even though there is a lot of similarities, as you mentioned.
Yeah, we are the first of such kind on Ton ecosystem, and now Toe is growing. That's why we want to bring solution as fast as possible, but also a good one. Yeah, but answering your questions, yeah, we have the first one, so it is like this all market is just to take, and we definitely will go for it.
This is very cool. And what do you think? The competition will be soon to join as well, or what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, of course. If when where you have the opportunity, you have competition. But uh, we already started this like in the hackathon that take place in the June, and the ton. It's nice to work on ton because to build on ton because you are one of the first, and there are a lot of technical challenges here. Yes, and I think. Yeah, they will need more time to catch up with us, and we will definitely will have an advantage over the first mover here. Yeah.
This is absolutely fascinating. By the way, before we keep on going, I wanted to say, guys, if anyone down in the audience got any questions, please drop them in the bottom right corner. I still have a few more, but just write them there. And we have also Jerebon and Dev Musti join us on stage. Jerebon is one of the OGs in Ton ecosystem, and Dev Musti recently joined also Ton Syndicate. He is actually a very knowledgeable developer, and he knows so many technical terms that I can't understand. For me, it sounds like an alien language. But when this man speaks, I'm like, yeah, this is what it means, but I still don't get it entirely. So Dev Musti, Jerry Bond, welcome on stage. It's a pleasure to have you too. They're great guys. So I wanted to say, if you have a question, feel free to time and also ask. It would be absolute pleasure.
Yeah, Jim, thank you so much, Victor. You're talking about Dev Musti. I'll tell you, that's one guy that talks about Torn as if he has, him and Durov actually created the code. But anyway, good to be here, and I'm gonna chime in when you guys are, as it goes on. Though, don't worry, I'll ask my own question very soon.
I appreciate it. Thank you for joining us, Jerry Bond. Thanks for being here. And Dev Musti, welcome in. If you have any question, feel free to ask. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Is it just me?
And thank you for the remark. Actually, I don't have much to say more than this. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us, my friend. Thank you for being here too. It's a big pleasure. FIVA, I also wanted to ask you a little bit more about the further improvements. Like how do you form them and based on what? Because right now you're in the testnet phase, right? And you're still in the working process. So I was curious to learn a little bit more of how do you overcome the development challenges as well on your side.
Yeah, sure. We have our roadmap. We planned with team to all sit all together, and yes, we have the plan how to deliver the protocol live. And basically, we now working of improving of the solution. Also, we are planning to build our own IMM. Yeah, so basically, which will allow you to provide liquidity to our protocol without impermanent loss. Yeah, we can also dive deep to this into this later maybe. And yeah, it is challenge there also about yield stripping, and it is the process what we are doing right now. We also improving the security because we faced during the first phase of the development we faced a lot of challenges because of the tone architecture, and yes, how you store memory, how all these asynchronous transactions. Faced a lot of challenges there. This is why we onboard Alec, who is now right now helping us to solve these challenges. So basically, answering your questions, yeah, right now we're improving the security and the functionality of the yield stripping. After that, we are planning to build our own AMM so you can enjoy no impermanent loss. And of course, we are developing right now the better UI UX and to the users. Yeah.
Let's go. Thank you for sharing that. I appreciate it. I think it's just very important for the community. And overall, you've also mentioned that you just hired Alec quite recently to help you to overcome all those challenges. And I was wondering, do you expand the team further? Do you plan? Are you hiring more people or looking for more enthusiasts to join you, or not at the moment?
Yeah, we always have open doors for the contributors and the who want to help us to bring it. And answering your questions, yeah, we also onboard Maximilian. Yes, he's also who will help us with business development and marketing, like I guess this week. But further expansion of the team in terms of like full time or part time collaboration, I think no. But if you want to help us to review the application, to give your feedback, or just join our journey. So we always open, and so we would like to have you on board, and we will share information and the details how we can contribute. And of course, we will have incentives. Yeah, we here to stay. We're here to build, not just to be greedy and just keep everything for ourselves. So the plan is that we're building open source application, so with open code, yes, after the auditing in the future. And the plan that we distribute 50% of their equity tokens, yeah, to the community, yeah, because we are planning to have DAO in the future, but yes, it is here for community. So if you want to join, of course, we are really will appreciate that.
Awesome. And speaking of people joining in, what is the easiest way to go and explore what you have? Where they should go to get started?
Sure. They should go to our Telegram channel and our Telegram group. So we are all there. So just also we prepare some Medium articles about our protocol, and also our MVP is available. So just go there, uh, understand what we are doing, asking some questions. We will see that you're interested, and yeah, you also can reach me, Andre, as I also always available there, and we can have a chat and see how we can collaborate. Yeah.
This is awesome. And thank you for sharing this. Also, before we keep on going, I actually pinned something you posted a few days ago, maybe a week ago, around that, where you're having a Medium article. So if anyone wanna go through that, also check out their page for more tweets. I'm gonna leave that right here. And I wanted to also say before we go to the next question is that, guys, there is today an SBT for everyone that join us in this space. If you want the SBT, it is pretty simple. Uh, at the bottom of the first pin post, you will see the link to the on bot. So that's where you need to go. And then it will ask you for the secret word. So what is the secret word? For today, it is yield. Yield, like the first word in the title of this space. You see, yield. That is the secret word. Go claim your SBT. And yeah, as always, there is time limit. So yeah, please do so while we're here, while it works. And I appreciate you. With that said, look, there is few more questions I wanted to ask also in the regard how you operate. It's like you've mentioned there is several people like at several different roles. And speaking of that, like who is managing social media like mainly all the time? Is that you, Andrew, behind the profile, or is that going to be a different person going into the future as well?
Yeah, sure. Basically, it's not me. It used to be me. Now we just have an awesome guy, Maximilian, and he will help us with managing our social medias and doing the business development. Yes, it is answering your question and how we operate. We have, I call them flows. Yeah, we have the smart contract flow, we have the application flow, and we have business and marketing flow. And working with like Jira. We are agile, we are fancy, we are effective. So yeah, we using these tools to operate and to organize our work. We have sprints and we have plans, and so everything is planned, everything will be delivered. So yeah, just follow us on our social medias.
I appreciate for sharing that. And guys, yeah, make sure you're following. Also, people ask if you plan to do any audits in the future, because this is one of the topics to verify how secure everything is. I understand that now you're in the still in long way to go till the alpha version going to be released. But still, it's people asking, do you plan to do audits in the future?
Yeah, basically the idea to do the audit before the launch in the January. Yes. So we want to do it this year. After we creating the smart contract, we want to be audited because yeah, we want to make sure that your money are safe. We really approach it really seriously and try to make things as good and as safe as possible. Yeah.
That's good. Thank you for answering. To be honest, that's all the questions that I see from the community in the bottom right corner. So I don't really have that many to ask. And yeah, I mean, we're just going to be looking forward to hear more updates and how you're going to be developing further. But I wanted to ask you now, is there something that maybe I forgot to mention, forgot to ask that you would love to share with us as well?
Yeah, I think we covered the most important thing, and I just want to really say thank you to having us, to hosting us. Maybe some of my team members will want to add something. Dominic, Alec.
Yeah, actually, I wanted to add one thing because me and Phil were talking about it yesterday and also on the previous meetings. And we have also idea to integrate an AI in our web application, and we see um, the possible use case for this in educating users. Basically, the idea is to create an assistant which will know everything about our protocol and know exactly how to help user with his investments or just with the app. And yeah, we have plans to implement it as AI chat assistant, something like that, which will be expert working 24 hours per 7 days in a week. So that's some kind of innovative thing. So I just wanted to add it. Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty cool.
Yo, can I chime in?
Please go ahead.
Okay, okay. Thank you so much. If you give me a name, you give me like the headmaster or the school teacher. I always tell you how are you actually creating um, an avenue to educate the users of whatever you're building, because that's very important. We have a lot of people coming into the space with prior knowledge and those with no prior knowledge, and so we need to educate people because of user retention and all that. So it is important for us to always have projects that will create stuff that will educate. So I would just want to know, is there a chance or is there a way you're going to educate users in any capacity or in any way?
Yeah, I will take this one. Basically, we want to create something like FIVA Academy. Yeah, it is uh, just the place where we will try to educate the users with some of the video materials, because the DeFi space is new and it's a difficult one, and the concept even of yield tokenization, yield farming, it is really hard to grasp without the proper education or videos or examples. Yeah, so that answering the questions, we plan to do this. Yeah, after the launch.
All right, this sounds suiting, and in any way we can actually support would actually give our support, because we want people to really understand what the heck is going on here. And at the end of the day, once we have more people, we achieve the proper mass adoption, not just bringing in people and with no knowledge, We want a situation whereby in every household, every home, we have somebody that will give you good knowledge of what yield tokenization or yield farming or whatever it is, or someone that could talk about crypto and so on. While we wait for the days where we're going to have these in our curriculum in schools, from the elementary to the advanced, and that is when we'll totally achieve mass adoption. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you. It's also awesome mission. Yeah, so
Let's go. And I think there is one thing I wanted to also ask. Uh, do you plan on anyhow leveraging also the viral mechanics and invite mechanism that is wildly known across the mini apps and Telegram too? And if so, when people could actually already try to experience that too?
yeah, I think uh, nothing particular in the plans right now. So, but we will check this topic. But now we want to focus more on building, safe, good technical solution, and to give the community and to the whales here on town more opportunities and use cases. But in the future, of course, we are open to this. So, but now not nothing specific on this topic.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing once again. That's all I wanted to know. It's just community is asking, and I'm asking you. And thank you for that. So I don't really have any more questions. I've only got a couple words to wrap up. This is absolutely incredible, the fact that you guys met together at one of the hackathons. You won the hackathon, received the support, being able to develop a working product, and now in the testing phase and improvement phase before you launch it on the mainnet. It is absolutely fascinating journey, and you're the first to develop this kind of product, which is phenomenal idea. And I hope and wish you all the best on this journey, of course. And thank you for sharing with us also about your team background, point system, and so many other things that we've asked throughout the space. If someone missed anything from this space, feel free to listen back to it. It's a recorded space. It's going to be available on the page of Tone Society. And I also wanted to remind everyone once again, you can claim SBT from today's space. It is under the first pin post at the top. There is the link to the Anton bot, and the secret word is yield. Thank you. Claim your SBT. The time is limited, and I hope you get it in time. Also, if you have noticed, we've been actually sharing some SBTs on our page in the mornings as well with the GM posts. So pay attention to the hints and claim those SBTs. At some point, you will know more, but they are going to be very important. Okay? Like I keep on repeating that SBTs are important. So go and claim them. It's completely free, gasless experience. And I wanted to thank you, FIVA, for joining us today, for sharing with us, for bringing all your team together as well to listen and to express their takes, their points of views, and what they do in the company. And yeah, can't wait to see what the product going to be eventually looking like and how people going to find the new use cases. I know there is a lot of degens, let's call them that way. They explore the DeFi ecosystem like I don't even stand close. Okay, they're leveraging the BMO finance and EVA protocol and doing some cool, crazy stuff that I don't understand. And I hope they're gonna understand you at this deep level and to be able to explore the ecosystem in a little bit new way as well for them. With that said, big thank you. And I also wanted to say hello quickly to Howard, who just joined us on stage. So, Howard, welcome in. How are you doing? Let's wait for a minute. Howard, can you hear me? Okay, he dropped down. All right. Then with that said, guys, I wanted to ask you one last thing before we close out the room is what would be the advice you would give to the new builders, to the enthusiasts that are just looking to get started today? What you would suggest to them?
Yeah, I will say just go, don't afraid, and build it. Also go to the boot camps so you can get traction and know the people. So these two things, if you have awesome idea, you prove that you can deliver, and you show it to the community, yeah, you will definitely will succeed. And yeah, it is my advice. But also, Victor, I want to say thank you for having us. It was really a pleasure to share what we are building here. We are really excited. We want to share these emotions with you. And yeah, we're here to stay, and we're here to build and develop the Ton DeFi community. So yeah, thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, guys, please be on the lookout for those events. Jerry Bond is attending some, co-hosting some. There's been the Musti join us on stage for a minute. Same thing with him. There's many other people. And make sure you go to the live events. And for example, I'm going the one next week, but I think it's just on Society event. But the next weekend, I'm going to Riga, which is also pretty cool. I just want to meet more builders, local
Yeah,
builders.
yeah, Victor. Let me also say something in that regards. Also, you want to come into the African community, the Nigerian community. Let's also have a discussion about that. Let's give people exposure to what you guys are building. I love what you guys are building. We have little of it on the Ton ecosystem. It would be good to have more of it, and I love what you guys are doing. So let's also expose more Africans to this protocol. Thank you very much.
Sure, let's do this. Yeah, we would like to do this together.
Let's go. With that said, thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you, FIWA. Thank you for an entire team joining us. Ali, Dominic, Andrew. Thank you for being here, guys. Keep on building. We're going to keep an eye. If anything, you already have chats with us, so just reach out, let us know. And we're going to wait for more updates from your side to come. Everyone, feel free to join the community as well. And don't forget to claim your SBT. With that said, I'm going to be closing up a room. If anyone missed anything from the space, feel free to listen back to the recording. It is going to be available on our page. And thank you. See you at the next one. With you was Victor, an Orange PFP guy, and today representing Ton Society. And it's my big, big pleasure talking to you guys. Talk to you soon.